Hi, parents. I just wanted to come on and help try to clear up some questions that people have about literacy. I've been getting a lot of questions about the reading and the writing, so I just want to kind of give an overview, and then if you have any questions, you can certainly let me know. So, day one and two of each week seems to be reading. So, and I think this pattern may continue, but so far I've noticed that day one and two, they're putting reading assignments on there. And so the kids would just listen to the video, and it's usually a book to listen to. And then the exit tickets are in this slide here, and the kids would just come to the exit tickets. And I tried to make it easy and put all the literacy things that you would need right here, the story, and then the two reading exit tickets, and then the two lessons for the writing were here too. So literally you could just do literacy from this slide, but if you're working from here, you'll see that we have 2 days of reading here. And then, oh, and parents are asking, what about actually reading? Because these slides are not actually asking kids to do any kind of reading. So yes, please have your kids read every day for 10 to 15 minutes if possible, because they were just really starting to cook along right before all this happened. And I'd love for them to keep that going until we're back at school again. Hopefully, we'll be back at school again. So, anyway, if you guys could just make sure you do the little reading lessons and then go ahead and have your kids read a little bit each day as part of the reading lesson, just kind of add that in as part of what their work is. Um, and then days 3 and 4 tend to be writing. And a lot of people have asked me, well, what's the subject of their writing? What's the topic? What are they supposed to be writing about? So last week they started the kids off with writing about true stories, things that have really happened in their lives. So basically narrative writing and personal narrative writing. And so the kids would listen to the video, and the video will give them some direction. And last week it kind of just talked about let's find an idea for writing a true story. And they kind of moved it along from there. So this week continued from last week. So they're still writing about the true stories. And um, each lesson kind of asks them to focus on a little piece of that kind of writing. So I know this week the lesson on Wednesday is asking them to try to write more, so more details. And then Thursday's writing is asking them to work on revising their work, so rereading it and giving it a little look over, and finding a place where they could either add or take out or um, make their story even better. So after watching the video, they would just do their work on their writing for a little while themselves. And always the topic is what it's a carryover from week to week, just like we do at school. So the kids would be working on true stories this week too. And then next week, I believe it's changing to realistic fiction for first grade, but it might not be next week that they start that. So the first video of next week should let you know. You would definitely know. It would say something like, "Hey kids, we're going to try a new kind of writing today, and it's called realistic fiction." So you'll know when they change. But for now, just keep going with the true life stories. And then submitting their writing to me each week. You only have to do that one time in the week. So at the end of the week, you can just send a video of your child reading their whatever they've worked on writing for the week, or you could send screenshots of their work. I've had parents do both of those things. You could just send me an email, or your child could email me telling me what they've worked on in writing, or they could wait for the Thursday post in Google Classroom. In the e-learning page, there will be every Thursday there will be a comment in there that says, "Hey kids, what did you work on in writing this week?" And then they can comment back to me about what they wrote, and that would serve as my um, the acknowledgement that they've actually done the work for the week. So, and then I'll be able to put a grade in the grade book for them, which is, it's not, it's just a formative grade. So it doesn't actually count as an actual writing grade. So it's more like a participation grade. So that's pretty much literacy in a nutshell. So you have your day one and day two has pretty much been reading, and I think that will continue. And then day 3 and 4 have pretty much been literacy. And then day 5, they're kind of switching into kind of like a do your own thing day or a catch up if you didn't finish one of the days. So anyway, thanks for listening to this. I appreciate all your help and support and all of your questions and feedback. Um, we're trying to get better each week at this. I used to think writing subplans was hard until I started doing this, and it's just really hard to explain everything that needs explaining. So please keep the questions coming because it only helps us to make things better for everybody. So anyway, thanks for listening to this if you made it this far, and have a nice night. Thanks.